So we are eating different kinds of food materials day by day. And what happened to these food materials inside our mouth? So we know uh, there are different kinds of teeth in our mouth, and the structure and arrangement of teeth is suitable to masticate the food. And here you can see the different kinds of teeth in our mouth. And what are they? The incisors, canine, premolar, and molar. So these are the four types of teeth we can see in our mouth. And what about their functions? So they are doing different functions. What about incisors? The incisors, we can see the incisors in the front side of our uh, mouth, or when we open our mouth we can see the incisors first. Then what about the function of incisors? It helps to bite and cut the food. When we get a mango or anything like that, we cut it or we bite it using our incisors to make small pieces. Okay, so it helps to bite and cut the food. Then what about canines? So canines help to tear off the food materials or flesh. Canines are well developed in carnivores like dogs or cats, tigers, etc. So we can see the canines, well developed canines in dogs or cats when they open their mouth. So what about premolars and molars? They are uh, grinding. These types of teeth are, we use them to grind food materials to make a paste like thing, or they are help to grind the food materials well. So these are the different kinds of teeth, and they are doing different kinds of functions. And even though teeth vary in their morphology and function, they show similarities in their internal structure. And what about their internal structure? You can see it in the next picture. You can see the cross section of canine here, and the cross section of molar here, isn't it? So what about the internal structure of canine and molar? So you can see the internal parts. What are the different parts of the internal parts of teeth we can see in this cross section? So the first one, the top of the teeth, we can see the enamel. So what about enamel? It is white in color, the hardest part of the teeth, and it is made up of dead tissue. So it is very hard, we know. It is very we can say it is the hardest part in our body. So enamel helps to break down hard food particles. Okay, then what about dentine? It is the living tissue which forms the tooth just below the enamel. So it is a living tissue. And next comes the pulp. In the middle of the dentine, you can see the middle of the dentine, you can see the pulp. It is the soft connective tissue seen in the pulp cavity. Blood vessels, lymph ducts, and nerve fibers are also seen. So blood vessels are for supplying or to circulating food materials and oxygen to the living tissues, and also lymph ducts are there, nerve fibers are there, isn't it? So the nerve fibers make the teeth very sensitive. So this is the third part. It is the in the middle part of the teeth, that is the pulp. Then we can see the tooth is fixed using this part. It is called a cementum. And what is cementum? Cementum, calcium containing connective tissue that holds the tooth in the socket of the gum. So that is the connective tissue that holds the tooth in the socket of the gum. So that fixes the teeth inside the gum. So it helps to fix the teeth. So these are the internal parts of the teeth, and there is no difference in the case of canine and this molar teeth. So their morphology and functions are different, but their internal structure is same. We understood it.